And at this time, Mr. Thomas Lago would like to ask you a few questions, Rick.
It's been a pleasure to come here and get to know you and see your wonderful setup in there. It's so perfect for weddings and other things, and it's been a pleasure to come here and install our audio system. So, what's your feeling in regards to the Kira sound?
You know, I would tell you when I first met with Dan, I was skeptical as to what the system would do just by the size of it, you know, which I think anybody would probably feel the same. But once you came in with the speakers and we put the system in, it is truly unbelievable what that size of a sound system can do in a room that size.
Thank you. In these type of rooms also we're trying to accomplish a very even sound all over the room with a very high intelligibility and make sure sound levels don't get too high, but at the same time people should experience that. And I think that when we hooked up your big screen TVs, you probably felt part of that. Can you explain a little bit more how you felt when we started up your big screens?
Well, definitely, because you know that's the problem we have in our banquet facility, is all the different type of crowd sizes that we have up there. You know, we go anywhere from a 250 person wedding, the room is filled with people. Well, there you need better sound, but yet people want to converse. So with just the clarity of this sound system and the ability to not have to turn it up so loud and get good sound out of it, it's just going to create a great element for the customer. Now on the other hand, when you have the TVs on, all you have is the speakers on the TVs. So then you try to crank those up just so people throughout the room can hear the TVs. Now in this case, you know, this will be awesome with the ability to have the room filled with the sound, yet it's only 2 TVs that are scattered in the corners of the room that are going to allow you to utilize those TVs, especially weddings when we have somebody that wants to play their video, things like that. The clarity and the sound coming out of those videos are going to be, you know, just great for the user.
Great to hear that. Another thing also that I heard you guys say that in the past you had difficulties walking around with the microphone and so forth. It was difficult to have people hear, and we did some testing here, and I think you were quite happy with that. Can you say a little bit more about your feeling when we tested the microphones?
Yes, definitely. Well, one of the situations we have with that is we have Harley Owners Group, which is you know, it's a chapter through Harley. If people have heard of that, it's called HOG. And we hold our meetings here once a month, and we have roughly 200 to 250 people that show up at our meetings. And it's kind of a casual meeting, nothing's formal, so it's nice to have the wireless mic, and usually our director is walking around the room talking to different people with the mic. You're getting constant feedback because of the different positioning of moving around with the mic. When your mic was put in place, we were able to, and not only the clarity of the sound, but also the ability to stand right in front of the speakers, or really anywhere you want it, and the clarity doesn't change at all. So that is impressive, you know, and be able to use 2 mics like that and walk around, I think it would be a huge advantage.
Yeah, we hope so.
Meetings.
And that's the whole idea, to make it really simple. And then also, when we fired up the wireless control of the mixer board and so forth, you don't even have to be by the mixer board. You can control the sound from multiple iPads. I think could be value, right?
That's huge, and I'll explain on that a little bit. You know, we've had weddings, we've had concerts upstairs there with 400 people in the room for a concert. The room is packed, and all of a sudden we have this sound guy that says he needs this 10 by 10 square foot area to set his table up and run a whole bunch of cables and tape them to the floor, and then you throw rugs over the cables, and you have all these issues you have to deal with. Really, it's truly kind of unbelievable to be able to control that whole system off of just an iPad. That is going to, not only is it great for us, but the user is going to say, wow, you know.
Absolutely. No, I agree. It's a really big change when it comes to this. Well, it's been a great pleasure to come here and install the system, and I'll be back and continue to help and support you in writing manuals and advice and so forth on how to deal with the system. So I look forward to a continued relationship and wish you all the luck with the Kira sound system, and good luck with all your weddings and activities.
Thank you. We're looking forward to starting to use it for different things, and I think we'll find that we probably will start adding venues and things because of the ease of being able to use this equipment now versus, you know, having to set up all this big equipment and tear downs and, you know, all those things, included with weddings, you know, like now at the end of the night, there isn't this big tear down time, so things can end quickly, you know. So yeah, we're very excited and appreciate the work you guys did. I think everything was done very well, and we're very happy with the system at this point.
Great to hear that. I'm so glad.
I have 2 questions.
Thank you very much.
Do you feel we've provided you with any value in the next venue that you're looking at opening up with speakers?
Oh, definitely, yeah. You know, it was hard. You have to understand, you know, you're coming in with something totally new, you know. I mean, you saw just the kind of pushback from some of the band people that came up here and looked at it, you know, and it's like, you made the comment, what is this, your home entertainment system? You know, you know, so those things I think are, you know, are going to continue for a while, and we kind of had that same thought until, you know, once you, and even when you just tested it, you know, you come in with a few speakers, put them in the room, yeah, you know, yeah, it could be okay, you know, but once you actually put them where they belong, and I think it was really a good idea to bring those, you know, those band instruments in here and hammered on those a little bit, you know, and that really gave you a feeling for what the room. But I'm just really blown away by the ability to stand anywhere in the room and the clarity, and you know, it's like you said, the music is actually soothing, you know, instead of being harsh to you. It's really a defined tune. So we will definitely, now that we, you know, see what the system is, and as we move forward with the new building, you know, I know we're going to want it there because you're in a sense going to get spoiled and you're not going to want to go back, you know. Yeah.
And then in this building you have a very good acoustic treatment, and I love the way it's been done in this room, and I'm trying to help and support you in making sure that the other building gets as good as it can be.
Yeah, I appreciate your thoughts on that, and you know, we're at the right step in that phase right now to move forward. We're still in the construction area where we are able to make those changes in that room and get the most we can out of it, you know. And you know, what I like about this also is we consider ourselves kind of a cutting edge dealer, you know. We want to be on that edge of always being at the top of the game, you know, and I think this system is not only in our Harley business but in the wedding business is going to put us right there, you know, where people are going to be really looking to use that type of equipment.
Rick, there's a few other people in your organization here that are aware of the system and have heard it. Have you had any comments come to you from maybe your wife, your son, Marnie, that have said anything? That they've said something to you?
Oh, I mean about the system? Oh yeah, Marnie is excited as can be. You know, I mean we will be able to use this as a marketing tool with weddings now. You know, I mean that's I mean, face it, for a lot of venues, sound is a big issue, you know, in a lot of these rooms and things, it's huge. You know, and being able to PA systems and everything, that videos, things that people want to do, a lot of these big banquet facilities just don't have, you know, what they should have. So I think, you know, with our putting this in and being on the front edge of this program, it'll be able to really help sell.
We were just in the elevator with your wife, and she said, "I just love it." So that's good.
Yeah, and she was probably one of the biggest skeptics when we said we're putting in a new sound system. You know, it's like, what? But you know, you have to look at those things. You know,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's something.
But we find that a lot of kids and also women love the system because they are so sick and tired of bad sound. Yeah. So every time you bring up a sound system, guys are sometimes interested in more noise than sound, but women are not. They like quality sound, so they quickly adopt to the Kira sound system because they love quality sound. And it's interesting how females react to that, and I've seen this many times actually. So I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
But also very happy.
Yeah.
For you too.
Yeah. You know, whenever we show the room, you know, Marnie likes to have music playing. It sets the mood a little bit. Yep. So the ability to just have some nice quality music playing in the room, but not loud or anything, is really an advantage, you know, in that case. Yeah.
This whole presentation and testimony would not be complete, Rick, unless we took the opportunity here to thank you for being such an easy person to work with. To ask questions with, and you just worked with us so well. We thank you so much for that.
Well, thank you, and vice versa, actually, when you guys came in, you know, we didn't know what to expect and how you were gonna be doing the install and everything, but you were very helpful in, learning the system up front and making sure that we do understand it before you just, up and leave, you
Right,
know?
yeah.
So, I think we're pretty comfortable, and I'm sure we'll have some more questions along the way, but,
We'll be here to
yeah.
support you, absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, okay, thank you.
You have any questions?
No,
Okay.
no, I think